Good evening, everybody. It is very late and I am very much up. I couldn't sleep. That happens when you're trying to sleep and your mind just says, nope, nope, we're not going to bed yet. So, what's going on with Foodie Beauty? Well, I've been waiting all day for her to do something react worthy. And little spoiler, she hasn't done anything exciting. It's the same old content, either mukbangs that we don't want to see, didn't ask to see, and she also did a live. And I've been going back and forth with covering the vlogs and the lives, just trying to find which one of those of the two was the more interesting. And I got nothing. I got nothing today. She did a variety of both today, and I'm like, man, there's nothing in either one. Doggone it. But you know what? I decided, you know what? Let's go over the live. Let's do that. Just a little bit of it. We don't have to stay for the whole doggone thing. Was talking to a friend of mine today, and she made a comment that I'm like, you know what? You're right. Anymore, when Foodie does a live, you know what it feels like, y'all? It feels like somebody who's just having kind of a boring sleepover. You know, they're just sitting around talking with people and there's really nothing interesting being said. That's what kind of feels like with Foodie. Just sits on the couch, she smokes, she's basically looking to the chat to find things to talk about because she comes on camera with nothing. No predetermined topics, nothing to keep the conversation going for at least an hour. She relies heavily on other people to give her ideas. You know, Miss 90 plus K subscriber channel, and she can't find an hour's worth of topics to discuss. But anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. So let's go over some stuff that I found on Twitter. Stuff about Foodie, cool stuff, funny stuff, stuff involving, you know, pets and animals and little fuzzy little ones. And we'll go over the Foodie live, and then we'll just call it a night. Maybe then I might be sleepy and I can go to bed. Maybe. Doggone it, I'm a night owl. Why tonight? Why? I want to get some rest. Got a lot of work to do tomorrow. Anywho, let me go ahead and just pull up my Twitter. And I did find some cool stuff on Twitter, stuff that'll make you smile. This is like the buffer to all the Foodie content, you know, finding the cool stuff on Twitter. Get you prepared for all the aggravation that is Chantal. So that for anybody who wants to find me on Twitter, it is Wow Girl Sarah. Okay. Now, Foodie did a community post, and she was a bit snarky. This is from Buck. Buck says, you know what the biggest joke is? Claiming to be on a weight loss journey or claiming to be recovering from a food problem while taking feeding money and eating like a freaking cow on camera for their money. This is the community post that Foodie did, saying intuitive eating is a joke. You know what's an even bigger joke? Claiming to be on a weight loss journey and cutting down others for their efforts while not even having the balls to show yourself stepping on a scale. Now that's a joke, folks. You know what, Foodie? I don't know who you know at YouTube or how you found your way around the rules, but you found a way, didn't you? Because there is a rule in the TOS saying that you cannot exploit or monetize eating issues. But yet that's what you're doing. You're getting away with it. I don't know how, but you are. You get on YouTube and maybe you did something to kind of throw YouTube for a loop. Maybe you deliberately did some health journey videos to kind of throw them off a little bit, but you're right back to what you were doing. You're just trying to use different wording and different ways to kind of get around YouTube. But never mind that. I think you, with your issues with food, getting on YouTube, titling your lives and titling your videos the way that you do, and anybody who might be on YouTube that has issues with food, that might be looking for videos to get into, you're kind of setting a trap for them. You know, they go into your content thinking that it's one thing, And then it's a whole different other thing, and it might trigger some people that might have eating issues. Not a very nice thing to do, foodie, but as I've stated in other videos, the way you look at life, if it's not your pain, it's not your problem. But you over there trying to say you're doing intuitive eating, ma'am, I've said it before, I'll say it again. There's no possible way that you can do intuitive eating if you have no self control, which you do not have. You're very impulsive. You always give in to your impulses. You have to learn different coping mechanisms or coping skills. So, how can you do intuitive eating if you don't know what that is? But this community post was in reference to French Fry Girl doing a stream. And of course, Foodie watches Frenchie, even though she swears she doesn't, even though she swears that she doesn't pay attention at all to the reaction community. Trust me, she does. So she just firing off on Frenchie in this, although Frenchie could care less, Frenchie could care less what you have to say. How about something happy from Jessie saying, happy fact. A group of bunnies is called a fluffle, and I've never loved the English language more. So there's a fluffle. What a pretty word, fluffle. You get the little baby bunnies. Look at them. That's the cutest thing ever. But that is a fluffle, y'all. You all know what a fluffle is? It's a bunch of bunnies. How cute. Okay, on to something not so cute. From Two-Tailed Caperer. Foodie Beauty says Salah is sharing the diet boxes with her, then drops the subject because she just told on herself. They are supposed to be the only food she alone eats for an entire day, but she'd rather eat takeout. So let's watch the clip from Two-Tailed Caperer.
The diet boxes have all been consumed, yes. Like we just eat them like between the two of us. I like make, you know, it depends. Like the breakfasts, the lunches, we eat them just.
Okay, yes, she told on herself and then she caught herself, and that's why she was stumbling all over her words. Let's watch that again. Sorry, I had the volume down a bit.
The diet boxes have all been consumed, yes. Like we just eat them like between the two of us. I like make, you know,
Yep, there we go. See? You see that little stumble like, oh, what did I just say? Oh, I just told on myself. See, that's what I love about her. She lies, but then she tells on herself. You don't always count on Chantal to tell on herself. See, that's the problem with lying, Chantal. You have to remember every lie you tell, and you have to back up every lie you tell. But you tell so many, you can't keep track of them all. So you've been telling us you've been eating the diet boxes. You're not eating them. You're letting Salah eat the diet boxes. Of course you are.
it depends. Like the breakfasts, the lunches, we eat them just whenever, not like structured. You know what I mean? But we eat other food too.
Yeah, we know about you eating other food. That's what you eat on camera. So Salah is eating the diet boxes because you're not going to do it. Salah, have you not gotten the clue yet, bro? I don't know how much money you have, but you need to buy a clue, a big one, as quickly as possible. Chantal is not about that life of being on a diet or eating healthy or losing weight. You've been around this woman for how long and you haven't picked up those clues? You need to run around town and find them. She does not want to get healthy at all. And whatever promises she may be putting in your ear about, yeah, I'm going to lose weight and we can go travel, just 86 that. It ain't going to happen. The only place she's traveling is to the bathroom, bro. You're not going to even get her out the front door to go to an airport to go anywhere. So she's over there lying to you saying, yeah, we're going to go travel. I just need to lose a little bit of weight. Not going to happen. Ain't no possible way somebody eating 4,000 to 6,000 calories a day minimum is going to lose weight. If anything, she's going to keep gaining weight. Why do you think you have to keep running back and forth to the store to get her bigger bias? If that's happening, girlfriend's not losing weight. Hear me? I mean, just, apply some logic to the situation. Okay, this is from Tiffany Taboo. This is a clip from, I guess, from the live. Tiffany Taboo says Julia adores Salah and swats at Chantal. Go, Julia! So let's watch the clip.
Baby girl. Oh, look. Hi, baby girl. He loves his baby girl. Yes, yes. Baby.
Julia does not like Chantal, and I don't blame her. I actually think both Salah and Chantal do not know how to properly hold a cat. That cat looks so uncomfortable with the way they both hold her. But I can't blame Julia for not liking Chantal. I can't. You know, animals can pick up on bad people. They can. And she's a bad person. You know, we all remember that Chantal's mom has a dog named Buster. Buster hated Chantal, would growl at her if she came near him. They pick up on that energy, man. I'm telling you. You know, and I'm sure that cat has figured out this person in front of me is not a good person at all. Okay, this is from Hidden Truths. Foodie Beauty, I don't know why she thinks it's cute when she does that fake baby cry she does now with Salah. She never behaved this way when she was with Natter. She was more adult like than now. She's mad because she got an apple instead of cheesecake for dessert. Yeah, she's been acting very childish around Salah. She didn't act that way around Natter. But I don't know why she's doing it with Salah, but it's so creepy. But let's watch.
Better than having zero cheesecake. I know, Golden Girl, but they only gave us cheesecake, zero cheesecake. I know, Golden Girl, but they only gave us cheesecake once out of the month so far.
Babe, how about to try the popcorn this time? There's salt and caramel.
She's acting like a little kid around Salah. Chantal, do you have any idea how you look when you do that? You're supposed to be almost 40 years old, doing this childish behavior with a younger man. Do you think he thinks that's appealing? No, no, not at all. Like what is going on with you that you're acting like a child around this man? Now this was a great clip from Applejacks. This happened during the live. Applejack says, "Is it me or does her handsomest man not want her grubby paws on him?" Okay, let's watch.
Something nice about watching a guy be sweet to a cat. Yeah. So cute. I do have a clothing.
Okay, so y'all saw that, right? She's sitting beside him and she's reaching behind to grab at him, and he's not wanting to be completely rude and swipe her hand immediately away. He takes her hand, he pets it like, okay, I'm being polite on camera, and then he lets go of her hand. This is supposed to be a married couple in love. He loves me so much. He don't want nothing to do with her. He pushed that hand away. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. He doesn't love you, Chantal. He don't want you. I mean, body language counts. Hidden Truth says he doesn't even pay attention to what she says because he's used to repeating. When she asked if she can get some nachos, he says exactly. Just proves he repeats what she says and doesn't pay attention to what is being said. He says exactly.
I'm so excited, yeah.
Can I get some nachos?
Exactly.
No cheesecake for you. Better than having zero cheesecake. I know, Golden Girl, but they only gave us cheesecake, zero cheesecake.
So he does repeat everything she says. Like, oh yeah, exactly. Are you sure? Okay, from Bootenbegan, look at this. Kitty's getting a tan. That's so precious. The little puff balls, like just enjoying the sunshine. Ruth Langmore says, "Oh hey, look at that burger held down. This ain't no cheeseburger, my friends. Is that a double cheeseburger or McDouble? That's got 2 patties on it. Don't tell me that's not what she wasn't hiding from Salah. Because I bet she ordered that in herself." At this point, honestly, Doesn't matter if it's one cheeseburger or two or a double. I mean, even if she did slip in an extra patty, he's seeing her eat like this and he's completely co-signing on it. He's not backing away from this deal. He's not walking out the door like he could. You know, look, he's around for the money. He's around for the expensive toys. She did say all he has to do is fake love me and I will give him the world. Well, she's not giving him the world yet, but what she has given him is an iPhone, uh, new laptop, new car. So he might get the world later, but he's got the expensive toys and the money right now. And I guess that's sufficient at this point. And how is he getting that money? Through her doing this kind of content. I'm so happy about Candy. Y'all saw the react that I did to Candy. Look at her. Doesn't she look good? She looks so good. Take a look at Miss Candy for a minute. Look how she looks clear-eyed. She looks so good compared to this one. What a marked difference. Candy she looks like she's ready to take on the world. Yes, she does. All right, this is from Perfectly Imperfect. Foodie Beauty. Salah has said he wants to travel and have a family. She can't do any of those things. She wouldn't even be approved to adopt because of her health issues. She can't go to a farmer's market without being utterly exhausted and in pain. It doesn't take a genius to see for what it really is. Yeah, she's just a cash cow. He's around for the milk, and whatever it takes for her to get that milk, he don't care as long as he gets it. All right, so that's it for everything on Twitter. Let's go over to the live. And look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's kind of boring. She's not doing anything exciting. She's not really raging. She does get kind of snarky here and there, but it's the same old Chantal. But I'm here for it, and I'll give my comments as usual. So let's get started with this doggone thing, shall we? All right. Okay, kids, here we go.
Wow, the problem fixed itself. Oh my gosh, SB, where?
Oh, boo. Look what Salah did. He turned on subscriber only mode because it's not VIB chat. Boo. Salah, you suck.
Where are you from? What do you think of single Amberlynn? The same thing I think of Amberlynn with somebody. I don't know. It's hot there too, mistress. Oh. Yeah, Zoe, we're still planning on going on a trip. Yeah, I mean, been doing pretty well actually. I know people don't think that because, you know, I'm not eating just diet food, but I do have a weigh-in.
And there's a name I haven't seen in a while. Anybody who's been following the Chantal story, then you guys have probably heard about Mistress of Darkness. There was some drama with Mistress of Darkness, and she went into Chantal's chat a few times, but she was missing for a while, and I guess now she's back. Interesting.
After this live stream, I'm going to upload my video. Where are all the vlogs? You missed my driving? You would die in Kuwait heat. Hi, Tracy. Yes,
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to give you my observations about Chantal. I think Chantal is extremely bored. She is so bored. She's been in Kuwait for what, 6 months? She's bored. And she kind of admits she's got nothing else to talk about. She doesn't know what to say or do for content. She's run out of ideas. But she is bored. See, that's the problem with Chantal getting what she wants. You know, she enjoys the chase. She enjoys the thrill of chasing after someone or something that she wants. It really gives her a kick. But once she has it, she very quickly gets bored with it. And so it is with Salah. She was very excited and very happy with the idea of Salah. Because as far as appearances go, you know, it fit her aesthetics and her optics. But when she got in his company, she got bored. And I feel these days there's a sense of nostalgia. She wants to go home. She longs for home a little bit. Lately she's been talking about Canada and places to eat in Canada and just everything related to home. She wants to go. I don't know why she won't go or why she can't go, but look what we got here, y'all. Something we haven't seen in a while. Y'all see what I see? What do you see that we haven't seen in a while that we used to see in Canada? The Got No Glitter eyeshadow. And who did she wear that for? Natter. Speaking of Natter, Chantal, you claimed a lot of horrible things happened with Natter. Answer me this. If horrible things happen with Natter, why would you do something like wearing the Got No Glitter eyeshadow that would remind you of him? I'm just curious. Because if somebody did horrible things to me, I would avoid anything that might trigger a memory of something that somebody did to me. But that's just my point of view. But I'm getting a sense anymore of nostalgia from you. You're longing for home. You want to go home. Maybe you can't go home right now, but you really want to go back. You're bored out of your mind. And guess what? We are too. We're tired of you being in Kuwait. We're bored with it. You're not doing anything. You're not saying anything. You're not going anywhere. Girl, just go home.
I hope your brother-in-law gets better soon. We'll definitely say prayers. You're a longtime viewer. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna travel. Hi, Dawn Marie. Miss Lyrical. Well, I appreciate it. Hi, Trisha.
I think if you guys travel, I think Salah's going to travel. You not so much. I think that you'll just be, you're just going to be like luggage to him that he's got to tote everywhere. So wherever you guys decide to go, you're just going to find a room, park yourself there, eat some food. He's going to be out traveling. He's going to be having some good times. Not with you, though. He's going to leave you behind.
I mean, we were always going to travel anyways. I just wanted to be more comfortable. It wasn't like I'm not going to travel just because I'm fat. Like, I went to Cuba, I came here, I suffered through long airports, like 30 minutes of walking through just to get to my gate. Like,
I will say, Chantal, that when you went to Cuba, that was a surprise. I mean, we were all surprised because you talked about traveling for the longest. You talked about going to the weekend concert. You talked about going to Jamaica, but those things never happened. You talked about Eurobeats. That didn't happen either. So when you finally went to Cuba, it was a complete surprise. Look, Chantal actually went somewhere. Although you went to Cuba and you didn't see much, you stayed at a resort and you went to the water a couple of times, and then you spent the rest of the time in your room or at the buffet. But yeah, you surprised us by doing that. I'll give you that. But let's be real. At that time, when you went to Cuba, you were about 100 pounds lighter. You've gained a lot of weight since you've been in Kuwait, and we can all look at you and tell you are not well. And you're not doing yourself any favors doing the food videos. You're making the problems worse. And I don't know when you and Salah want to travel, when you plan to travel, but the longer you keep on with this, the worse the situation's going to get. So if you want to travel with him, even just to get in an airport, get on an airplane, go to another location and park yourself, you got to be in some kind of shape for that.
I'll do it, but I'll suffer. And I mean, we can also alter the type of things that we do depending on my level, but I plan on trying to bring up my stamina. We have some stairs here. I find I look the same. I don't think I look big.
I'm not trying to be mean to you, Chantal, but you just walking from the couch to the kitchen puts you out of breath. And you get a sheen of sweat on your face. That's not even going upstairs. That's just you walking across the room. It's not good.
What? Hi, Freya. So I might use the stairs for a while and try to,
Why don't you film that? That would be content. If there are stairs somewhere and you can film yourself walking up and down stairs and there's no one else around, why not do it? That would be content. It'd be a lot better than the food content. Why not do that for content?
Thank you, Miss Erica Tinabaya. You like the Middle East? No, Rebecca, I don't pay attention to those people at all.
I will tell you this much, Chantal, as a smoker. Yes, I will confess I'm a smoker. I smoke my vape, and I do on occasion smoke cigarettes. I will confess to my bad habits. Ma'am, you're over there smoking that shisha, and you're talking about using the stairs to exercise. Let me tell you, when you're a smoker, trying to exercise, it makes it that much harder. It's so much better if you're not a smoker and you're trying to work out. And you're smoking the shisha, which is equal to about, what, 90 cigarettes? It's very concentrated. Yeah, you want to start walking up and down them stairs, you might want to slow down the shisha.
All anymore. So I don't know any of the tea or any of the news on people, these people. I was gifted a Fitbit and it tells me every hour to get up and walk. Yeah, I know. It makes you feel guilty, with the alarm. Cyprus is nice. Yeah, I heard that. Hello, Rosemary's baby mama. Hello. Chantal, you look beautiful always. And yes, I love that culture. It's so fire. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. It is fire. Actually, yeah, Salah is out working right now. Conducting business. Aurora. Wow, thanks, Aurora. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day at work. Thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate that. I'll use it to buy a shawarma when we're traveling, or if there's shawarmas there. Maybe not. Look at the chubby use. Look what the chubby use dragged in. Chubby use. Walking can get a lot of weight off. Yeah. Period. Aurora. Yes.
As far as losing weight, I have heard that 75% of the work is done in the kitchen and 25% is done in the gym. Like, it starts at home. It starts with what you eat and how much and your calories and your nutrients. That's where the majority of the work is. At Chantal's size, if she just started to eat better, cut down on her portion sizes, she could lose a bunch of weight immediately. The fact that she's not says a lot.
So they're taking her money. Well, you guys will see, Rebecca, where we're going. Daytona Beach. Nice. You haven't been there, even though, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Busted. So she just said to all of us, Salah is out working. He's out working right now. Look who's in the chat. Y'all look down here. So he's supposed to be working, right? Supposed to be working his job. So is modding your job, Salah? Because you're in the chat modding for Chantal. Big old long comment, not even like a 2-word answer, like 2-word answer really quick, and then you got to go do something else. So how can he be working a job, Chantal, and be doing this too, you liar?
There's a lot of places I haven't been in Canada, even though I lived there my whole life. I want to do that, like, with that whole, like, that train ride that takes you all across Canada. Good news, guys, for those beezers who like to try the sprays. Bookwear and fragrances will be online soon, and we're searching for the lowest cost of shipping. Yes, mashallah, yay. Yeah, we'll talk more about that for sure, guys. AMC, hi. We're looking.
I'm sorry. If I had to buy body spray or anything from somebody, I want to go to somebody reputable, and I sure as heck want to know what's in the bottle. What are the ingredients? There are no list of ingredients for that beater spray. There could be anything in there. Could be something toxic. Could be something that could pose an allergic reaction. I'm not going to trust anything sold to me. I don't know what's in it. And something for you, Chantal. Since the beezer spray is liquid, you have to ship it a certain kind of way to make sure that it doesn't leak, it doesn't spill inside the package. You got to ship it special. And I'm sure the shipping, since you guys are in Kuwait, the shipping's going to be even more expensive than what the spray is actually worth.
Looking for a way to get you guys some Middle Eastern products here from Salah's business.
All this talk about a business, yet we haven't had a warehouse tour. When's that going to happen? There's been absolutely no appearance of a warehouse, not showing us the inside of it, nothing. Why haven't we seen it?
Less than 1K watching me? Yeah, that's okay. I'm fine. I mean, there's 3.
Yeah, during this live, she had less than 400 people watching her. My, how the mighty have fallen. Once upon a time, she used to easily get over 1,000 people in her lives. And the numbers just keep dropping. And yet she just won't get the clue that she has to stop this kind of content. The boring nonsense. This is trash, Chantal. You come on camera, you do nothing, you talk about nothing, you just spin in circles with the same subjects. People are bored. They're absolutely bored. They want something different, yet you don't or can't give something different. So you just rely on the fact that you can just turn on your camera and do nothing, and YouTube and Google AdSense will still pay you.
360 people watching me. That's a lot to me. I don't know. Incredible news. Yeah. Yes. Here's... My diet plan is not to diet, Rosemary's. I've been losing weight slowly, but that's okay. I mean,
I don't believe that. You know what, Chantal? If you want me to believe, if you want everybody else to believe that you lost weight for real, here's what you do. Go to a doctor or a medical office, get on one of those old-fashioned medical scales, the ones that have like the weights on top, because those you cannot mess with. And get on the scale with your camera. Show us a true weight. Show us your true weight. I don't want to see you get on a scale that you can mess around with. Get on an actual medical scale that you cannot do that to. I know you haven't lost weight, because if you had, for real, you'd be getting on the scale, putting your phone down at the scale, and flipping us the bird. Because you love to irritate us, right? That's your big thing. If you had a true weight loss, you wouldn't be very shy about showing it. But since you are shy, that tells me you've gained weight.
FitnessPal recommends like 1 to 2 pounds a week, but I'm trying to do intuitive eating, like reprogramming my brain and stomach to have like normal hunger cues and like full cues, like, you know what I mean?
You know what? I think I could say with full confidence that if you're trying to do intuitive eating, your intuition sucks. I mean, if your intuition is telling you to eat pizza and McDonald's and Burger King and every other fast food in the world, obviously your intuition sucks. And don't trust your intuition because it's telling you all the wrong things. Said it before and I'll say it again. You cannot do intuitive eating if you have no self-control. You haven't learned self-control yet. How can you do intuitive eating if you don't have a grasp of what is normal and what is not normal? And you keep going back to the abnormal versus staying away from it.
You're 8 months pregnant now, Chantal. Wow. Nice baby boy. Oh, congratulations. That's so precious. Yes. My trip is gonna be in a few months. Inshallah. Treadmill at home. We have some gym equipment.
Lord, it's going to be in a few months. So a few months is about 3 months. And with her eating the way that she's eating, she'll gain even more weight. Salah, you better watch it, sir. You might end up with a bedbound person on your hands. And I'm not saying that because I wish that for her. I don't. But the way she's gaining weight, the way she's eating, she might be bedbound. What's she gonna do then if she's bedbound? How are you gonna handle that? How are you gonna handle it? Are you gonna be like a full-time nurse? You're gonna take care of her? You're gonna feed her? You're gonna look after her? I don't know if that's her master plan, but doesn't sound like it'd be much fun for you.
Equipment downstairs I might start using. Are you upset? No. Why would I be upset? Every country is available? Cool. That's going to be so exciting. This shisha is too good. Oh. Look into those QB cycles. Oh, I heard about that anti-panda. I wanted one of those QBs. They're expensive. Ready for Everest Base Camp. Well, no, that will be probably in like maybe a couple of years, or I don't know. I definitely have to be in good shape for that. Better shape for that, you know? Thank you, S. Yeah. I mean, exactly. Weight, has nothing to do with a person, but I just feel less stressed out like this way. Just like, I explained in my next video, which will be out as soon as whenever I finish this live stream. Hello, Kevin. Hi, Hot Tea. You could be pedaling right now. I don't even know if I could get one here. I didn't have dinner yet, Barbara. I had some lunch and I filmed a mukbang of it. So you will see. I feel so relaxed. We're going to a movie later. So white pizza. Hi, Raj Ranja. I didn't see your comment. No. Lunch was takeout and dinner at a restaurant. Well, today I didn't really have like the diet food, but even if you eat out, you can still make better choices. Like you can still eat until you're full. Like you can still be mindful, like eat intuitively. Doesn't mean you have to like eat every meal at home.
But here's the problem with you, foodie. This is just my opinion, my feeling. I think that you have an issue with you perceive overfull as being full. That if you're overfull, that means full. That means enough. And overfull actually means you've eaten too much. But in your mind, if you're not overfull, then that means you're starving or, you've not eaten enough. That's why you can't do intuitive eating right now, because you don't know what's normal and what's okay and what's not okay.
Not every meal I eat is fast food, at least I guess, but I do still eat out a lot. But like I said many times, I'm just focusing on not binge eating. Have Shmies ship it to me.
I'm going to tell the truth since Chantal won't. Look, y'all. She gets a certain kind of people coming to her channel, like a certain genre of people, if you will. People that enjoy watching other people eat fast food. And she's always catered to them. She's always looked for those people in her audience. I'm not saying that there aren't people that come to see Chantal that don't care about her welfare or her health. There are people like that in her audience, but I'm going to tell you guys something true. Those of you that care about Chantal and her health, she doesn't care as much about you as much as she does the others that have that certain fetish for food. Because those people that have that fetish for food, those are the ones who spend the most money on her. Those are the ones who are the most interested in her. They're interested in her for the wrong reasons, but they're still interested. And in the past, Chantal has benefited from those people in various ways. Those people have bought her clothes. Those people have sent her food, bought her meals. Anybody remember the Lakma Fairy? Yeah. The Lakma Fairy was a person who was into what she was doing. Remember her eating paneer for basically for 30 days. That was another one. Remember when she gave out her address to have Amazon packages sent? Well, there you go. So even though she has a 100% audience on her channel, she's not looking for the 100%. She's looking for the 50%, 25% that have that interest in food, and they will contact her on Instagram and through her email, and perhaps she might do some custom content for them, or they'll pay her to perhaps do a request. She might do it in video form, she might do it in picture form, and then she'll take what she's done, put it on YouTube, and make money off of it that way as well. So there you have it. But she's always catered to those people. And I feel that she's getting more into that content as we go. So even though the titles of her videos and her lives say I'm just trying to control my eating and so forth and so on, that's her way of trying to get around YouTube and the rules and the TOS. At the same time, catering to those people that's what they're coming to Chantal for, her eating the food. The more unhealthy, the better. Like that's where her bread is buttered and she's sticking with it.
Horror movie date, yes. So I'm trying to balance the diet boxes have all been consumed, yes. Like we just eat them like between the two of us. I like make, it depends. Like the breakfasts, the lunches, we eat them just whenever, not like structured. You know what I mean? But we eat other food too. Hi, Wilma. Hello.
There's no possible reason why Salah has to eat the diet boxes. Unless it's a case of, well, I bought the diet boxes for her, but she's not going to eat them. I don't want them to go to waste, so I might as well eat them myself since she's not going to. I mean, he did spend, what, $300-400 on them? Yeah, you might as well eat them, Salah.
Oh. Yeah. I peed my pants in the theater during Insidious. That's embarrassing. It's a lot eating diet meal. The last time I had edibles or smoked weed, when I was in Canada last time, I smoked a bit. I couldn't help myself. I had a weak moment because, when I was back at the villa, I just was like, it was so tempting to get back into my old habits and like my comfort zone. And I was going through an immense amount of stress. I couldn't really.
What stress? Okay. This is you trying to rewrite history. So let me remind you of your history, Chantal. You were in Kuwait. You came home that very night that you arrived. You were high as balls. Okay? That night that you got home, it wasn't even the next day. It was the night that you arrived. And you blamed it on Pete's. You were blaming it on him, saying, "Oh, he forgot about these things and I found them and I just did them and it's all his fault." Yeah, you blamed it on Pete's. Although if you did find any in your room, it's not his fault. Anybody that's ever seen your room can say confidently that that place was a pigsty. How's he supposed to find anything in your room? It was a trash pile. But yeah, you try blaming Pete for what happened that night, but I was going through so much stress. Girl, you just got off the plane from Kuwait. How are you stressed?
Really deal. Like I was having a hard time dealing with like rehoming the cats and just like, hi so.
I'll say it one more time. The stress of rehoming the cats, ugh. That didn't happen for 3 weeks. And you were high as balls getting off the plane. So what do you mean?
I inhale like this. And then blow out almost right away. I just like the flavor and the relaxing effect. Like, look, I know it makes me look burnt, but it's like a relaxing shisha.
I think Chantal has an oral fixation. She's always got to be doing something with her mouth, always got to be sticking something in her mouth. So if it's not food, it's got to be the shisha. And she's got that serious oral fixation she needs to work on.
45 minutes we broke up. All couples have fights, And I was impulsive and I shouldn't have done that.
Let me tell you something, Chantal. In the time that you were in Kuwait, before that moment, never saw you happy. But that night you got home and you found those edibles, you looked so relaxed. You looked so happy. You were laughing more in that one night than your entire time in Kuwait. And even now, round two, you being in Kuwait, you're not having much fun. I'm not saying you have to be in that state of mind to have fun, but that's just how you operate. But that night that you came home, like you felt like you were in your zone, in your element, no pressure. You were giggling it up. Yes, you were.
But I'm super private now and I like that because it's respectful of a relationship to not talk about your personal issues. Unless of course it's like abuse or something like that, then I don't feel bad for the person. Recovered binge eater. I lost 300 pounds after cognitive and behavioral therapy. I'm normally in the bushes. Hi, Sweaty. You're a beezer. Thank you.
And again, here's Salah in the chat. But he's working, y'all. He's out there making that money. What job do you have, Salah, that you're able to work and mod for Chantal for an hour? I'd like to know. What boss would allow this on your company time?
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, exactly. Like for sure, like cognitive behavior therapy is what's recommended. So yeah, for sure. Because it's about like retraining your brain and stuff.
Yep.
Rosemary.
And that's why you need therapy. Because your problem is not your stomach. Your problem is what's going on in your head. It's you don't want to deal with that. You think what's going on in your head is just fine. Yet you don't want to go to therapy, even though that'd be the thing that could help you the most.
Yep. Ew. Ew. That's all I'm going to say is ew. Totally yikes.
I'm just going to say what I'm thinking right now. I think lately she's been completely nostalgic about Canada, about being in Canada. She misses Canada. She misses the freedom that she had there. And I'll do even one further. I think she misses Natter. Even though they were toxic together, they were two peas in a pod. You understand? They were a lot alike. Natter had a weird love-hate relationship with Chantal. Really weird, very strange. But as far as their being evil and disgusting and feral, they are both kindred spirits. I think she misses him. I think she's bored with Salah. And if she could fly back to Canada and be with him in a hot minute, she would do it.
That's a good idea, Huge. Definitely not inhaling. Okay, what's inhaling like this? It's karma. Yeah. I feel bad, honestly. Like, hi, Kristen. I feel bad if that's the case, if that's true. Like, I don't know. Hi, Fernanda. New spray name Beezers. For Beezers? For sprays?
Here we go. Chantal Stalker says, it's high-key disrespectful to be talking about an ex when you have a new man. I agree. You got a new man in your life, Chantal. Your husband. Husband. Not even boyfriend. Husband. Husband is over boyfriend. So why are you talking about your ex? Especially when he's in the room modding for you. Why bring him up? Shouldn't the appropriate response should be, I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to think about him. That's in the past. This is the present. I'm married to somebody and I love my husband. Shouldn't that be the appropriate response? But yet you bring up Natter. And you know what? The more you bring somebody up, the more you've been thinking about them, the more you want to think about them. Strange behavior from someone who claims that that ex was not a nice person, did bad things to them. Interesting.
I don't really count calories. Like I said, I just pretty much eat. Um,
Maybe you should. Oh, that's a great face. I have to get that. Hey, thumbnail moment. Hold up. We got to do the thumbnail moment. Because if I try to get it later, I probably won't find this again. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. What was I saying? One second, please. There we go. I love Chantal. She's so photogenic. That's right, she is. Okay, what was I saying? That's right. It's high-key disrespectful to talk about an ex when you have a new man. Yep. Yep. You want Natter. You want back with Natter. You sure do. That's a great face. I'm just going to hold it there, y'all. Sometimes you just have happy accidents like that.
of course, Chantal Stalker. Who am I talking about? I'm not talking about an ex. Somebody made a comment and I was slightly reacting to it, saying, ew.
Yeah, but you don't have to react to it. You can just listen. It's your chat, Chantal. And I've had moments in my chat where people will say things that I don't want to address, or people will try to troll me, and I just let it breeze on by. That's the beauty about being a content creator. You can address something or not address something. You can answer a question or not answer a question. It's your chat. So if somebody brings up matter and you don't want to discuss them, you can just easily don't do it.
So, how is that disrespectful? Hi, Gerber.
I don't want to talk about Natter, but I'm wearing the Gat No Glitter eyeshadow. Make it make sense.
I don't know, babe. Some names. Yeah, Golden Girl. I at this point I don't either. Yeah. The landlady. Hi, Capone. I would say
Oh yeah, like I forget. I'm sorry. I got straight a bit because of Chantal's face. What was I going to say? Oh, as far as her counting calories, I think it'd be good for her to count calories. I don't think she's truly aware of how many calories she eats a day, but if she sat down and actually saw the amount of calories that she eat in a day, she would say, holy crap, holy hot dogs in a handbasket. I eat this many calories? You know, she needs to do something to create some kind of self-awareness for how much she eats.
That's a good question. We'll have to think of some cool names. Finish whatever's on my plate. Yeah, exactly. I have that like feeling, like I have to finish everything.
And you know what? Got a little solution for that. It may work with you, it may not. But for anybody else who might be interested, and I have said this more than a few times on my channel, for those who are looking to control the portions of food, you can kind of trick yourself. There's a little technique, and it's really simple. If you're someone and you find that you're over consuming liquids or solids, if you have really big glasses in the house, uh, really big dinner plates, huge bowls, take all that stuff and put it away. Just leave the smaller bowls and the smaller plates and the smaller glasses. Why? Because if you use the smaller glasses and the smaller bowls and the smaller plates, you can only put so much in them or on them. So if you have a small plate, you can only put so much on it, then the portions are going to be smaller by design. And then once you're finished with that portion, then that gives you a moment to pause and say, do I really want more? Do I really need more? Or am I satisfied? It creates a sense of self-awareness about how much you're really eating. Same thing with what you put in a glass. You got a small glass, you can only put so much juice or whatever drink in there, versus a super huge glass that the portion is going to be out of control. So if you have a compulsion, Chantal, with if you put food in front of you, you feel like you have to finish it all, you can trick yourself by using a smaller plate or a smaller bowl. You put something in there, and then if you feel like you got to finish it, if you're finishing the smaller portion, that kind of satisfies that compulsion to finish the amount because it won't be that much.
King and Queen. Yeah, you should make one called King, one called Queen. How about calling one Julia? Fresh spray. Fresh. Yeah, one called Fresh.
So Renaro says, why did you remove the budget Beeson option? So Chantal did this a while ago. She had like, I think 3 tiers of membership. She created a budget Beeson tier for 99 cents. And then she got rid of it. She got rid of it because she wasn't making much money off of it. YouTube takes 30% of whatever YouTubers make, whether it's memberships, super chats, super stickers. They just take 30% right off the top. So with a budget Beeson tier, out of 99 cents, she was maybe getting like, what, 60, 70 cents? And Chantal's all about making that money. So she got rid of the cheapest option. She wants people to go for the higher tiers to make more money. That's why.
Beezer Al Oud. Budget Beeson option. What's in the diet box? Oh, did they bring the diet box yet, babe? My problem with food is I like junk, anything that's bad for you. Julia's cute. Harry and Julia? I know.
And I've always wondered, like some of the people that support Chantal, I have to wonder, sincerely wonder, if some of the people that support Chantal, they support her because perhaps they have problems with food also. And they're looking for a kindred spirit on YouTube that kind of backs up that way of thinking, rather than going to, say, channels that are eating healthier and living healthier. They just feel comfortable being around someone that is living or eating the same way they do. And this person just says, my problem with food is that I like junk, anything that's bad for me. Maybe that's why they're in the chat supporting Chantal or talking to Chantal. You know, like does attract like sometimes.
Oh, Cricket. It's because like junk food is hyper palatable in our brain. Like it releases dopamine in our brain, right?
That's because most junk food has sugar and carbs. And sugar for the brain, it gives you that sense of euphoria. So you're chasing the dopamine, Chantal. That's why you like it.
Slim Shady.
The problem is, though, just like at any other thing that you do too much, you start off feeling good with it. But then after a while, the good feeling goes away. And so you start doing bigger amounts just to get a little bit of that feeling back. And then you reach a point where you're not feeling good at all. You're just doing it so you won't go into withdrawals. So I don't think you get the same kick off of food that you used to. You're just eating because you don't want to be without it. But that good feeling disappeared a long time ago.
Oh, it's outside? Shit. Okay. I gotta go get the diet food and I'll show you guys. I can show you guys. I don't want to show you the name, but I'll show you the food. Oh, Kevin.
And how would Salah know the food is outside unless he was there at the house? I mean, where is he that he would know the food is outside? Do they have cameras outside in the hallway that he can access, that he can view remotely and know the food is outside? Make that make sense.
Salah is a business owner.
What business does he own that's making money? Even if he's co-owner of the Beezer spray, which is basically budget for breeze because it's made for fabric, not for human skin, must not be doing too terribly well. If you can't even sell your products internationally, you can't ship anything. It's all got to be local. I'm sure there aren't people just busting down the doors to get that Beezer spray.
Call one drain rat. Donovan, hi. Money saving queen? Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I'm being frugal.
No, you're not.
Frugal queen.
No, you're not.
Hello, Living Laura. Julia's in her cage she loves her cage. We brought her to get her nails done. And ever since we brought her home, she loves to sleep in her cage. I'll get her after. Ha ha, Phoenix. Go sit on it. If Salah told you no more takeout, would you respect it? I don't think that's necessary. Hi, Vantiva. How are you? Being frugal means takeout meals a day. Okay, here's the thing, what you guys don't realize. For example, the Cheesecake Factory mukbang, for example, okay? It cost us $25.
Lies. I don't believe that. Listen, I order from Postmates every once in a while. And I just order McDonald's. Okay. Yes, I eat McDonald's. And I'll have cheeseburger, like I'll have like the combo meals. I'll get a Frappuccino, cheeseburger, fries. That meal with the tip costs you like $35. So how in the world is this one over here saying that she got Cheesecake Factory with all kinds of sides and cheesecake for $25? I don't believe that. No. As a matter of fact, somebody on Twitter already said that meal cost her $60. So what do you mean it costs you $25, ma'am? No, not possible.
We made like $200 off of that video or more, like $250. So really, it's actually we're making money, not losing money.
Okay, so let's break this down. Let's think about this for just a minute. If that Cheesecake Factory meal cost her $60, if they made $200 off of that video, all right. So the meal costs $60, which would leave $140, correct? But this one, she eats her money. Like whatever money she might have made off that video, she's going to eat it. So what money are they really saving? You can make $140 net off of a video. Guaranteed that money's gone with the next 2 or 3 takeout meals. So you're not really making much, are you? Plus, you got to figure in she wants soda, little extra snacks. There's the diet meals that they bought and she's not eating. He's eating them. That cost him $400. Where exactly is the saved money? I don't get it.
So with the food videos. So yeah. And that's really the only time I eat out now. I don't really order out much other than the mukbangs. I used to order out like breakfast, but lately I've been making breakfast or not eating breakfast at all because I'm not really hungry when I first wake up. And if I'm trying to listen to when I'm hungry, you know, the outdoor gold souk also has tons of, oh, the gold souk. Make money from the videos, but the damage is doing to your health. It's not doing damage to my health if I'm not eating it all. Like if you watch all of my mukbangs, like the one yesterday, oh, that's rice for 800 people. Yeah, but I ate like not a quarter of it. There was still a huge amount of rice left.
Do you know how stupid you sound saying that? So you're basically saying you're ordering a mass amount of food, and even if you're telling the truth, Chantal, that you're not eating all that rice, you know how stupid you look? That you're ordering all that food and it goes to waste? You're wasting food. For what? For a video. You're ordering a massive amount of food and most of it's going to waste. How much food do you waste in a week? When you can easily order smaller meals and make a video with it and not only control your portions, but you're not wasting food. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got something against people wasting food. It's just so ridiculous. Ordering a whole, pie tin full of rice is just stupid to me. It's stupid. Absolutely stupid. When you can order the smaller portions, it's cheaper to do that. I don't know if she thinks that she has to show huge portions to make a food video, but you really don't. You can have normal portions and do just fine.
You know? So, I mean, people don't analyze the situation fully. They just see a fat person, like.
No. It's not about your size, Chantal. We base it on your history. We've seen you eat massive amounts of foods. We have seen you back in Canada when you were sitting in your room. You would sit there, be eating a meal that you just received, and while you're eating the meal, order another meal, even before the first meal was finished. We saw you in Canada when you were still with Pete's. You guys would order food, and he would order just a hamburger, just something really simple. And you would have a massive array of food in front of you and be eyeballing his food because you wanted it too. You got massive food aggression. We've seen you grazing for hours on this, that, and the other thing. We know how much food you can put away. And you just said a few minutes ago that you got this thing about you don't like for food to go to waste. So when we see you order a huge tin of rice, chances are that sucker is done. Whether you eat it on camera or off, you're not going to let it go to waste unless you are. So either you're eating it all, which is bad, or you're letting it go to waste, which is also bad.
Yeah, so it's just, for example, like the point is they still make money, you know what I mean? And realistically, I'm being realistic, and I think that's helping with succeeding and losing weight.
No, you're not being realistic because here you are justifying doing this kind of content on YouTube. You're saying, oh, it just makes sense because I can sit down and do what other normal people do and eat a meal, and I can turn on my camera and make that into content. So you're justifying what you're doing. when it doesn't make sense. You have a problem with food. You should not be doing this kind of content. It is not healthy for you. It is making you sick. You're saying, I'm going to eat a meal anyway, and I get a good deal on the food, and I can make money with it. But what about the other price tag you're not talking about? Because of the massive amount of calories, you've lost mobility. You have trouble breathing. You're embarrassed to be seen in public. You and Salah have to go out at night because you don't want people to see you. You don't even want to go to stores to go and do shopping for clothing. You're making Salah go and get clothes for you and exchange clothes for you. That never happened before. Go back to your channel when it first started. Go watch those old videos. You were out more. You had friends. You were going to the mall, no problem. Walking out in nature, no problem. Your breathing wasn't as bad. Look at the change in yourself. I will always say, Chantal, that YouTube was the worst thing to happen to you. Want to know why? Because in the beginning of your channel, there was a person named Chantal Marie. But then you let the character that you created take over. The Foodie Beauty character. By doing that, you lost the plot and you lost yourself. You were so caught up and obsessed with the character and getting attention with the character and making money with the character that you forgot about the person. Even if this character, Foodie Beauty, is your online persona, this part that you play, you should know watching movies and television that every actor and actress, they play a part. But then when the camera's turned off, they walk backstage, they put their street clothes on, and they go home. They can distinguish between a part and real life. But you don't want the real life. You don't want the real person. You don't like yourself. You don't want to be Chantal. You want to be Foodie Beauty all the time. Staring into your black mirror, which is your phone, and letting it lie to you. You've wrapped up everything into Foodie Beauty. Because Foodie Beauty, the persona, can turn on her camera anytime and people want to talk to her. The character, Foodie Beauty, makes money on YouTube. Can go where she wants, do what she wants. But the person, Chantal Marie, which is who you started out being on YouTube, has problems, has a lot of problems, has health problems, has financial problems. You don't want to acknowledge her or fix her. So to avoid her, you keep the camera on all the time and you dive into your fantasy world. You lost the plot and you lost yourself. But these mukbangs are ruining your health. And you got a choice between staying in your fantasy world and the person that the persona is connected to getting more and more sick, or snapping yourself back to reality and fixing the person.
Like, I don't say, okay, I'm not going to ever eat Chinese food. No, if I'm craving Chinese food one night, I'm going to eat until I've had enough. And if at first that's a little more than usual, well, the point is I'm trying to reprogram my brain.
Yeah, but your brain's messed up. There, I said it. Right now, your brain is messed up. You have no coping mechanisms. You have no coping skills. You've got nothing to distract you away from food. So your brain's messed up. That's why you need inpatient to get yourself straight. You need to give the control over to another person or persons because you don't have it right now. And Salah can't be your control. He's just doing whatever you tell him to do because he's getting paid. He is your yes man. He is Pete's 2.0. He'll go along with whatever you say as long as you take care of things. So you can't trust him to be the control because he's not going to tell you no. And that's what you need, someone to tell you no.
Please protect yourself and energy, yeah. Because I'm trying, it's not tempting myself. I'm trying to get rid of these trigger foods. and neutralize foods as not being triggers and not allowing the food to have that power over me to trigger me. I want to regain control of it. Hi, Laganja. Capone. Yeah, I can. My eye makeup was kind of worn out from the day, but oh, there you go. I don't know, Rebecca. Like the Cheesecake Factory was like, yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking it was only 5 KD. That's not true. It was like, yeah, it was more than that. Yeah, it was around that. But we still made like double than what we paid for it. So.
What do you mean we? That disturbs me. Her saying we made. What is this we crap? He wasn't doing the video with you. He was in the other room on his phone. It's what you made that you probably give to him. There's no we here. When you sit down and do a food video, you do it by yourself. Which is why I know he's not your real husband. Because what husband would be okay with their wife hurting themselves in any way? A real husband, if they love their wife, would stand up and say, I don't want you to hurt yourself. I'm not okay with this. This is disturbing to watch. We're married. I love you. I want you around for a long time, and you're not well. What can we do to fix this? That's what real love would say to you. That's what real love would do. So if he's okay with what you're doing, he's just kicking back, collecting the paychecks, not saying anything, he don't love you. He loves what you can give him, but he don't love you.
Do you find yourself loathing guilty after a binge? Yeah. Yes. Because you're a bigger chick that criticized it. You didn't eat all the rice. You're doing well each day, even if you go off track. Exactly. Thank you, Vamp. And honestly, I don't care if people, don't approve. I mean, yeah. So that's what I'm starting with right now. Starting on trying to reprogram my brain and get more into the intuitive eating. So eat what you want in moderation.
I'm sitting here. You guys can't see me right now, but I need a crowbar because my eyeballs have rolled so far back in their head. I need a crowbar to get them back out. They're stuck there. When she says, I'm reprogramming my brain, well, how are you doing that? How can you sit there and reprogram your brain if your program sucks? You don't strike me as the kind of person that would know how to reprogram anything, even a toaster. You don't know what you're doing. So if you don't know what you're doing and you're just winging it, how can you possibly make this work?
I think that everything should be in moderation.
Yeah, but you don't know what that means. You're not doing everything moderately. You are not that person that you're eating just one slice of pizza and saying, that's it, that's all. I had an urge for pizza. I just ate one piece and I can stop here. Nah, you eat the whole doggone pie. So tell me again about this moderation you got going on, Chantal.
I drink diet soda now mostly.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Listen, if you're sitting there stuffing yourself with 4,000 or 5,000 calories in pizza and whatever else, what's that diet soda gonna do, y'all? What's it gonna do? Really, what is that gonna do? That diet soda ain't gonna do much if you're eating a whole doggone pizza or a whole, baking pan full of rice. I mean, come on now.
I'm not, Rosemary, I'm not cutting out anything. I'm not cutting out anything. If I want.
Right. I'm not cutting out anything. So if you're not cutting out anything, how are you eating in moderation? Proof that Chantal doesn't know what she's talking about, nor does she know what she's doing.
Some Coca-Cola, if I really want some, I'll have a glass instead of the bottle.
Yeah, what's the size of the glass, though? Show us the glass. Listen, I remember you showing us that glass. That was a flower vase, not an actual glass, okay? That was a flower vase. You were using a flower vase for a glass. The one with the bottom, that thing was supersized. That's what I mean. Using the smaller glasses, the smaller bowls, the smaller plates helps you control your portions. But if you're using supersized bowls and glasses and plates, you're already consuming too much because you eat with your eyes before you eat with your stomach. So how big was the glass?
That's my goal. Hi, J-Todd. Scientology can help. I don't know Chantal Stalker because I haven't had a medical emergency, so I'm not going to think about it for now.
Oh, really? You haven't had a medical emergency? Well, isn't it interesting? You did a video not too long ago saying you had a medical emergency in Kuwait. You don't remember that, Chantal? You posted it. You showed yourself wearing your CPAP. So do you mean really serious emergency? Is that what you mean?
Eating slower. A little bit, but I struggle with that still, yeah. Yeah. But it's the only way, exactly. Creating positive experiences around food. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Angela.
Hold on a minute. I'm going to disagree with this person. Kristen Holder says creating positive experiences around food will help keep it from being an emotional trigger food. So I think you're on the right path. This is where I'm disagreeing with you, Kristen. Let me tell you why. Chantal has said she's an emotional eater. I believe her. I believe that she uses food to cope with her emotions. She does, in a way, eat her feelings. But she's got way too many emotional anchors attached to food. She uses food to calm her anger. She uses food to soothe her sadness, to calm herself down in times of stress. She gives food too many words. She gives food too many emotional jobs. She can't do that anymore. What she needs to do is find other ways and other tools to cope with her emotions. If she starts to feel angry or sad or depressed or upset, and then she gets the urge to eat, she needs to just stop herself and go do something else. Just distract herself. Okay, I'm feeling upset. I'm getting the urge to eat. I can feel it. I'm going to go do something else. Anything else. Go watch TV, read a book, something. Just snap herself out of it. Stay away from the food. Stop using food as a go-to for everything. Take the emotional anchors off, all the way off. Look at food for what it is and nothing else. Treat it as nothing else except for something to give you energy to go out into the world and do things. She uses food like a cure-all medicine for every problem.
Hello, Lavender. Okay, I gotta get the diet box food. I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. All right.
By the way, since we got a clear shot of the couch, y'all take a look at that couch. It honestly looks like Chantal stays there most of the time, doesn't it? It looks a mess. And y'all take a look at this couch cushion. That thing is damaged. You can tell she spends a lot of time there because look, the couch is ruined. The cushion is pulling away from the back. Ain't no repairing that. Is that where you sleep, Chantal? That looks like that's a place where you sleep because you got it all set up like you spend a lot of time there.
You see me?
Yes,
Hi.
yes, unfortunately.
And yes, I have tried intuitive eating, but I didn't give it enough of a chance and failed at it. But
Y'all, look, we got some clothes back here. We got all this back here. We got a purse. You spend nights on that couch, don't you, Chantal? That looks like a place that you got it all set up. That's where you sleep.
like anything you do, it needs consistency, right? So, okay, I'll show you what I got today. You! And, okay, here's the breakfast. I'm mad.
See, look at the way she holds Julia. The cat is so uncomfortable in her arms. And it's because she doesn't know how. She's a cat. She's had cats for years and still doesn't know how to hold on to them.
Yay! Ah. Pretty girl. Yes, you are. Yes. Your grandma's nurse is coming over at 1 today? Oh, really? Okay. Rip Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, right. You always say that. She's going to eat something right now and drink. Oh, really? Julia's beezing. You hear her beezing? She's a freak of nature.
Look who's talking.
Different culture in America. It isn't modest. Foodie, you want anything from Dairy Queen? Twisty Misty, please. Well, I think you're right.
Oh, that's another reference to her being in Canada. See what I mean about? I honestly think that Chantal she's really missing Canada. I think she wants to come home because lately she's been bringing up more and more things from her past, talking about the pizza places in Canada and that they have the best pizza in Canada. Just she went from a place of, oh, I'm so glad I left Canada and the Western world is so bad, to suddenly she's talking about it more and more and more. And now she's bringing up Twisty Misties, and Twisty Misties were something that she drank a lot of when she saw who? Say it with me, y'all. Natter.
Right, Cranberry. So I mean, it's up. I guess it's up to if he's not comfortable with her showing her body and jealous, he can express his concern, and she doesn't have to follow it. Right? That's up to her. But that's their business, you know. It should be a choice, yeah. You know, it's a log of that. Like we did we did a lot of things in our couples vlogs. We pretty much did. There's like some other things we still have to do, but we did a lot in our vlogs, you know.
You did, but you don't do anymore. And isn't it interesting that you guys had a couples channel? You guys don't do anything on that channel anymore. Why is that? Is it just because of the weather? Or is it because your lack of mobility? Or maybe you and Salah just aren't close anymore. I think it's a combination of all three. Maybe you just decided, you know what? Going out and doing things is kind of strenuous, kind of boring, not making much money on the couples channel anyway. So let's just focus on the main channel and stick to the content that I know makes money, and that's the food.
If you look at our couples channel, so I don't understand how people have the nerve to be like, you don't do anything in Kuwait. We literally did almost everything there is to do, you know.
No, not everything. Oh, loving that look. Oh, I have to get that one too. I'm sorry. I keep stopping and getting my little thumbnails, but come on now. You know that's great. You got to know that's great. I have to get that. I just have to because I'm petty like that. But she's saying we've done everything there is to do. I disagree. I think you should change that statement to we've done everything that we could think of to do. Where the restrictions are, it has to be at night, or there's not many people around, or I really don't have to walk anywhere. You know, you're someone that you can't travel very far, you don't like to walk, your mobility is very limited. So maybe you guys have done everything that you can do based on you and what you can do. But I'm sure there's a lot more to do. If you were much more healthy, you could do more, you could see more, you could go more places. But he's just trying to work around everything that is you, Chantal.
So, I mean, eating at the worst rated restaurant? Okay, but if I get salmonella or botulism, I'm going to be mad at you. I'm kidding. The Pet Zone store. Oh, the toucan, yeah. There may be a female doctor one day, and who knows, she may be. Hi, Barb. Hey, Barb. Personally, I wouldn't want my partner, a male, posting thirst traps and messaging other women. Yeah, I know. Teresa, hello. We are going to go to the avenues, but honestly, like, it's a mall. I don't know. I don't really like malls that much. But we are going to do avenues and the malls. Yeah, we did Al Coot 360. Al Coot is so nice. It has the fountains and everything, but the avenues we'll have to do for sure. But sorry, other than avenues. I really want to start my YouTube. Would you shout me out? Of course. Yeah, Living Laura, I would. What content are you going to do? You love museums? And change my VPN to the Middle East during June. Why, Fred? Can't wait to watch. Thank you. Yeah, of course. I'm severely anorexic and it costs me major health. Oh, it's not easy, Barb. Rebecca. The demon kind of, I swear. Damn, I felt so much better. All that discomfort, and I got to where I had no break from it. Yeah. The movie's late. Late, like 1 a.m. Hi, sweet vintage.
So why are you going to the movies at 1 o'clock in the morning? Is it because there'll be nobody there? All of your activities revolve around it has to be at night, or you have to go to a location where there's hardly anybody around. I remember when you guys went to the produce market, it was basically around closing time and there was hardly anybody around. So I think that's some of the requirements of you filming content. You look for locations really, really late at night, or it's really dark, or look for somewhere that's open all night, 24/7 or something. There's hardly anybody around. You make sure everything's deserted. Yeah, it's going to be hard to find locations like that, Chantal. But it's really unusual to go to a movie at 1 a.m. Is that because you're embarrassed because of the way you look?
So, hello, Queen Beezer. Do they have dinner cruises here? I don't know. I don't think so.
I can't picture Chantal on a cruise. Can you? If she tried to do a cruise, she'd be uncomfortable. Or she would sit in the cabin the entire time. A cruise means it's a boat. You're around other people, and she would hate it.
Oh, Julia's praying. She's a Muslim, Beezer. Can you pray for ALR? She's going through. Yeah, sure, Aki. Grandbabies and a son. Good. Good for you, Barb. One day at a time. Are you allowed to watch peds in U.S. prisons? Amazing. Okay, so hey, Blimpy, I am still alive, yeah. Talk about the Noon Cities when you see it. Yes. I don't speak to mine either. She has done with me since the day I arrived. Who's that? Can you foster parent? No thanks. we have a child here. Julia! What's with the attitude, Julia? Really, Aurora? Oh, wow. Are you supplementing with movie theater nachos? Yeah. You should definitely film getting catnip for Julia. No way, she's already a freak of nature. Imagine. I miss my sweet little cat. Don't give up on it. I'll try Barb, yeah. How long can you walk nowadays? It depends. Like right now, my back is not sore. I could walk further. Probably now for sure. It's the back pain that kills me. Catnap. Hummus is good. It's a cat, yeah. A cat. It's boring when they lick themselves. They ignore you. Can you do more live streams, please? It helps me sleep with that night. Yeah, sure. Moonlight. Basic. I don't like I never get popcorn usually at theaters. Salah always gets popcorn, but I get the nachos always. We kind of share, like I share my nachos usually, but I don't really. He offers me popcorn, but I don't want it. Like I just don't love popcorn. I know I got some. Sometimes I crave it, but not often. I like making my own, like with loads of butter. I'm gonna order paneer next time I get Indian. Paneer is the best.
That's another callback to Canada. You didn't eat enough paneer in Canada, Chantal. You ate it for an entire month. We got sick of seeing the paneer. But that is another callback to your time in Canada. Because you ate paneer in Canada. And now you're wanting it in Kuwait. Why? Because you're missing freaking Canada. Girl, just go home already. Stop with the nostalgia and just go home.
Are less likely to deal with cancer when fixed. Ah, okay. Movie theater nacho food aggression arc. Oh, it's so good. The nachos are not plain, like stale. Okay, at the cinema in Ottawa that I would go to, the nachos were stale and plain, no flavor. These ones are like Doritos. They have like seasoning on them, and they give cheese, and they give a little cup full of pickled jalapenos.
Oh, God. Can you guys see Chantal in a movie theater? Okay, and movie theaters are dark. We all know how sloppy she is, how messy she eats. Can you just imagine Chantal in the movie theater? You know, like it gets dark and we've all gone to the movie theater and like you have your snacks next to you, you have your drink, and you kind of have to feel around next to you for where the drink is and where the food is and hope that you don't make a mess. But this one, being the feral creature that she is, her being a movie theater with nachos of all things, with stuff on them, and eating them and just being sloppy and messy and getting stuff all over her papaya. Stick with the popcorn, Chantal. It's safer.
So I'm gonna tell you that the jalapenos burn. They burn, burn, burn.
So don't eat them then, stupid.
What brand of each?
I feel bad for the staff that have to come in and clean up after Chantal after she's done eating in the theater. You know it can't be easy.
I'm his best for paneer. The 4D experience. Oh no, Kristen, is there 4D movies here? Maybe we'll try sometime. I think you'll get paneer. Okay. Gator Queef. Hello. Oh, thank you.
Ah, Salah's here. Ew. What is he wearing? Why is he wearing that hat? Salah, didn't anybody ever teach you that you should take off your hat in the house, bro?
You're welcome, babe.
I'm excited for the movie.
Duffy, Black Chaos, Sweet Vintage, Moonlight.
Oh, are you taking a break from modding for Chantal? She tried telling us earlier you were at work even though you were modding in the chat. Now you're trying to act like you just got home from somewhere. Dude, you were there the entire time.
J. Dot, Golden Girl, Leslie.
All the users. And look at Julia in the background.
Captain Boxer, hello guys.
She wants you to say hi to her, babe.
Come here. My baby.
Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl.
You know what? Neither one of them should have a cat. Neither one of them had to hold a cat. Poor Julie is so uncomfortable.
Oh, baby girl. Oh, look. Hi, baby girl. He loves his baby girl.
Okay, yeah.
She don't like you.
She's purring. Yeah. She's like, get away from me. Thanks, babe. There, right
Lay
back.
down, lay down.
She's gonna follow him now. She's all her. I know I have to move all these things. Oh my gosh. So
Yeah, because that couch is a mess.
messy.
Yep.
I love a man that loves cats.
When are you going to get the signal, Salah? Anywhere that Chantal is, there's going to be a mess all around her.
And I got him into cats because he didn't really like cats. Not that he didn't like them, but he wasn't familiar with them before, you know? That's not purring. Yeah, it is. It's so sweet, my eyes water.
Hello, guys.
Hi, man. Imagine only having a small cheesecake. You know what it feels like? You know what they do to fat people on diets like this? It feels like we're being punished. Like, no, you can only have this small little cheesecake.
No, see, that's where you're getting it wrong, Chantal. That's where you're getting it all the way wrong. You think that a smaller portion of food is negative. You look at it as punishment. Oh, they're punishing me. They're being mean to me. They're bullying me. It's not punishment. It is not another person punishing you. It's them saying, this is a healthy portion for you. We're still going to give you what you want a little bit, but it's not going to be out of control. You got to recondition yourself not to eat out of control portions. So they're trying to show you what a smaller portion looks like. You're still getting something that you want. You just don't have to have the whole freaking cheesecake. So smaller portions do not automatically mean someone's being mean to you or they're trying to bully you in any way. It's just they're trying to show you, look, this is what you should be having. If you want to have what you want, it can be a small portion and be just fine. A big portion does not mean, oh, it's all good now, and a smaller portion is punishment. No, they're just, when they give you a small portion, it's not out of meanness.
That's why I can't do it, man. You know, if you
Well,
want,
maybe you shouldn't look at things that way, that a smaller portion you associate with somebody being nasty to you. Just look at it as they're just trying to show me what a normal portion is versus what I've been eating, which is bad for me.
want to have cheesecake, just have some cheesecake, but just don't like eat the whole cake, you know?
Or a quarter of the cake or half of it either.
Right, babe?
Yes, babe.
Yes! Are you excited for the movie?
I'm so excited, yeah.
Can I get some
Yeah, he looks excited.
nachos?
Exactly.
No cheesecake for you. Better than having zero cheesecake. I know, Golden Girl, but they only gave us cheesecake once out of the month so far.
Babe, how about to try the popcorn this time? There's salt and caramel.
So he's trying to get her. Listen, Salah, just give it up, bro. If you're expecting that she's going to eat healthy, it ain't gonna happen. It just isn't. She might even go so far as to eat the healthy stuff in front of you. And then when you're out of the room, she's going to eat what she wants. She'll get on her phone, she'll download an app, and she'll make it happen. She's got a problem with food. You can't stop her. I don't know what makes you think you can, but you are not that person. It's not that easy. Telling this one who's just had cheesecake to eat an apple? Nah. Nope.
That's your favorite, eh? No.
My favorite.
Who in the... If any of you like this, I'm blocking you. No, I'm kidding. Do you guys like that popcorn that's like has the elephant on it and it's pink? Piece it. Thank you, Katie Bunny. Always wear a baseball hat, really? This is the first time I've seen him. Sells watches in Times Square. What's next?
I wonder if Salah's trying to throw her a silent signal by wearing that hat that he wants to travel, he wants to go to the States. I'm just wondering, is there like a message with this? He's like trying to say, hey, I want to go to the States. I'm wearing the New York City hat. Let's go. Well, you guys got a few more months left in Kuwait. What do you think she's going to do, Salah? She's going to eat more food and she's going to gain more weight. And you better hope to God she doesn't become bedbound, because then she ain't going nowhere, bro.
Snacks are you sneaking in? Capone. Sour Patch Kids? No, I don't sneak snacks inside. Oh, did you hear her?
You don't have to. He brings you the food.
Cry?
No, she wanted to play with her.
I know, her little cry was cute though. It makes the whole movie experience. Hi, baby girl. She looks like a little owl or something. Look at you. He's always kissing her. She's so kissable. Look at her. Her face is smushed in, eh? Oh, baby girl. She's like, go.
Let me go.
Okay, enough with this nonsense. Let's see what the people have to say really quick, and then we'll just close this out. One fan says, you're making money, but losing your life/mobility with the mukbangs. Worth it? What does she have to say? She says, I have to eat, so all I do is film what I eat. Well, there you go. Chantal has said many times that she likes doing the food content because it's effortless, it's easy. She likes what's easy. So she really doesn't give a doggone about how it affects her health, as long as she's making money and she doesn't have to really work for it. So let's put this back. Laura says, why can't you go for a few hours and work at your husband's job just to get you out of the house and something to do? Good idea, but we're talking about Chantal. She doesn't have much mobility. Chantal doesn't want to do anything that's work or means getting out of the house or doing something different. She likes being comfortable and sedentary. Let's see. By the way, Chantal did edit her comments. This live's been up for 11 hours. There's not much here. So that means the 11 hour that this video, let's see, it's been up for 13 hours and she only got 5.4K views. That's really low for her. She usually gets a lot more views with her lives, but people are getting bored. What can you do? Can't say that I blame them. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and have a good one. Bye-bye.